Hi, a majority of people think squats are the best workout for leg development. Although that is almost correct, but there are always exceptions. For instance, people doing squats with horrible form due to lower back issues or poor mobility are more likely to lose even their walking abilities than gain a single pound of lean muscle. So until they fix their mobility, range of motion and ego lifts, they're better off not doing squats. We'll cover mobility drills for squats in a separate video. The good news for today is, right now, we will cover a few great workouts other than squats, which give you exceptionally good results at developing leg strength and put you back in shape. For me, a good compound movement would be where you can overload as much, but also precisely be able to decide which part of leg muscle would be under majority of stress during a particular rep. In other words, we are consciously trying to narrow down the load bearing to a particular set of muscles to make it a little bit more focused and more hard, rather than many muscles working in conjunction to finish a rep. Alright, first off, we're gonna warm up those quads. So after finishing our stretching routine, we'll jump onto the leg extension machine. Bear in mind that since the leg extension works on only one joint, it has a pretty limited capacity for overload. It should be done with a higher rep range, say around 12 to 18. So instead of focusing on steadily increasing the weight, we'll focus on a couple of things. Improve the mind-muscle connection. In other words, don't do a rep just for the heck of it. Make every rep count. Also, you need to improve the pump over time by adding a rep whenever possible. But again, not at the sake of proper form. Today we are going to give you 4 steps that make for an optimal leg extension workout. Pull the seat slightly back. You need an angle of 60 to 45 degrees of hip flexion to be at a sweet spot to hit all 4 heads of the quads. Pull your butt into the seat. If your butt is popping off during every rep, that means that you aren't getting full flexion and extension, and you are most likely cheating with the range of motion itself. Point your toes straight ahead or slightly in. Wait at the top of the extension for a 3-second count. Feel the stretch. Lower the weight slowly and repeat. Alright, we're going to follow it with walking lunges. A lot of people do these at the gym. They don't put much thought into it. They just go through the motion. But if you get a little conscious about every rep and how you do it, you'll get far better results. The best way to do walking lunges is weighted with a barbell. In order to make it a quad dominant movement, you have to ensure that you shift your knees over the toe to put more stretch on quad. Lean a bit slightly forward, go all the way down, but do not come up all the way, only 3/4. You want constant tension on the quads. Next up, we'll do leg press. Now keep in mind that this can easily become a recipe for disaster if proper form is not observed. You'll see people lifting an obscene amount of weight with quarter reps or even less. What's worse is you'll also see people supporting their reps by pushing their legs out with their hands, making terrible faces, and then standing as if they just won the world's strongest gym bro award. Don't be that guy. The 45-degree leg press machine is an outstanding compound push exercise to target the quads and glutes. This plate-loaded machine can be found in even the most hardcore gyms. Sit on the machine so that your back and glutes are resting on the padded support areas. Raise your legs and place your feet flat on the platform. Take a shoulder width or slightly wider stance with the toes pointed forward or slightly outwards. At this point, your knees may still be slightly bent. That's alright, weight is still on the safety lever. After setting your stance, take a deep breath. Brace your abs. Push through your heels to fully extend the hips and knees. Release the safety pin. Hold the handles on either side of the machine. Now lower the platform. Flex your hips, bend the knees. You need to allow the platform to descend until you've hit the desired depth. For most, it will be until the hips are flexed. Those who are more flexible can descend until the thighs hit the calves. You should still be holding a big breath and bracing your abs. Now for a few tips about leg press. Always avoid half reps. The leg press will only provide you maximum benefit if you perform it using full range of motion reps. Half or quarter reps put additional stress on the knees. Never put your hands on your knees during any portion of this exercise. Pushing your knees with your hands to help lock out the lever will take the emphasis off the target and supporting muscle groups. Use one leg. If you're having trouble getting a good quad contraction, or if one quad is lagging in size or strength compared to the other, perform the leg press with one leg at a time. This will help improve the mind-muscle connection during the exercise, as well as even out any imbalance that may have developed between quads. Pause at the bottom. Pausing at the bottom of the rep increases the intensity by extending the duration of the set and time under tension, as well as stretches the adductors. The adductors, if you know, they are your inner thigh muscles and your hips. Now we're going to talk a little bit about what made us make this video in the first place. Why squats are not the perfect option for lifters with joint pains, mobility or lower back issues. Actually, there is a gentler way around for your joints. The landmine squats. They are the perfect solution for lifters who can't squat correctly because of joint pains or mobility problems. For novice lifters, landmine squats teach proper squat form. For veteran lifters, they are gentler on your joints, so you can augment your heavy back squats with landmine squats without any repercussions. Start with one end of the bar in a landmine unit, or if you don't have a landmine, just put one end of the bar in a corner. Use a towel to pad the bar so that you don't scratch the wall. Hold the other end of the bar against your chest. Squat down and try to touch your elbows to the top of your thighs or just inside your knees, depending on the width of your stance. It's important to set up the bar against your chest instead of away from your body so that you maintain an upright torso and don't have to rely solely on your arms to hold the weight. You'll notice that the landmine squat allows the lifters to stay much more upright with far less forward knee travel. It makes it more joint friendly for the knees and lower back while you're still crushing the quads. So these were the workouts that you can do to replace squats and still maximize quad development. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please don't forget to do that now, and also hit the bell icon for updates. Do let us know in the comment section if there is any particular topics you want us to cover. Until next time.